Can I get a motion for approval? Second?
I got it.
Can I get a motion to move GC2, GC5, GC6 as a block by consent?
I'll make that motion.
Legislator Hall, second by Legislator Twist. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, can I get a motion to move PS 1, 2, and 3 as a block by consent?
So moved.
Legislator Twist, in a second. Legislator Hall. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Human Services Committee. Can I get a motion to move HS1, HS2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 as a block by consent?
So moved.
A first by Legislator Twist, a second by Legislator Hull. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Going back to HS7, correct? Can I get them, and I have to approve this as being amended by committee, right?
What was amended?
It's amended by committee. So
Sorry.
HS7, can I get a motion to approve as amended by committee? First by Legislator Holst, second by Legislator Lockwood. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Move. HE1, resolution to accept funding from University Emergency Services Incorporated, DBA UBMD, Emergency Medicine, through its Division for Medication for Addiction Treatment and Electronic Referrals Matters, to purchase a harm reduction vending machine. Can I get a motion? Can I get a motion?
I'll make it.
First by Legislator House, a second by Legislator Holst. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Legislator Lockwood. Any others opposed? Opposed by Legislator Lockwood? Yep.
It's 100%, 100% grant funded.
It's 100% grant funded. Yep. Placement is going to be in front of Catholic Charities in Fulton. And
Yes.
did you want to give a little information to?
In Fulton. So it's a vending machine that will hold harm reduction products for overdoses that includes only Narcan and fentanyl test strips. Our county had 41 overdoses in 2021, and the biggest area where we're seeing them per population is the Fulton area.
It's got test strips in it, not just.
It's just, yep, so the test strips, it's not medication, it just tests for the presence of fentanyl. So anyone that registers You have to do it with a phone. They register. They give them a code. They can get in there. It'll drop one box of Narcan or one test strip, fully funded by the University of Buffalo for at least a year with 3-year possible extension. And they would get a referral for services, including Farnham and other area for recovery.
The drug dealer that tests their stuff for?
It's most likely going to be family members and friends that visit this vending machine. I know it's a tough sell. If they would give me insulin to put in a vending machine, I would do it. This is pretty inventive. Oswego was picked out of several counties because of our high rate of overdoses. I do not believe it's enabling. I know other people feel differently. I think it's a chance to do something.
We're all good.
That's
Good
it.
news. All set?
Okay. Moving on to infrastructure. I can get a motion to move as a block. IT1, IT3, IT4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Get a motion? Legislator Twist in a second. Legislator Holtz. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Moved. Going back to IT2, resolution to increase authorization for capital project number B0123-CR23 Bridge over Scribe Creek. This was amended in committee, so I'll ask for a motion for approval as amended in committee. Can I get a motion?
I'll make.
Legislator House in a second.
Yep.
And Legislator Holst. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? IT7. This is a resolution establishing a capital project number 0723 airport HVAC replacement. I'm sorry, this was tabled in committee,
Right.
so we don't, no action, sorry. Okay, moving on to finance and personnel. Resolution authorizing professional service contract for the treasurer's office. There was an amendment due to a typo,
Yes.
and that was corrected.
Yes.
Okay, can I get a motion? Legislator Holst in a second. Legislator Twist, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moved. All right. If I can get a motion to set salary for the assistant county attorney. I'm sorry. I don't have that memo. No. Do you want one? Yeah, but somebody, just so I have it to read off. I reviewed all these on my laptop, but they're not in my hands. Yeah, that's what I said. According to this request is to change the 2023 salary of the above referenced ACA position in the current 2023 budget from an SG 60 step 3, which is $93,900.
That's the wrong one.
What, you either wrong?
You gave it the wrong one.
That was,
Here.
this is the only one I have.
There's papers on it.
Oh.
It's a step in grade.
Hang on, let me just
typo.
take a look at what
It
I'm
was just a
doing.
second grade.
Yeah, I see it. So the 18 and the 20. Let's do this again, sorry. That's all right. According to the request, this is to change the 2023 salary of the above referenced ACA position in the current 2023 budget from an SG 60 step 18, which is 93,986, to an SG 60 step 25, which is 104,310 salary for 2023. Can I get a motion?
Make motion.
Motion by Legislator Twist, and a second. Second by Legislator House. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed. Going on to report in the department. Personnel vacancy report. Go ahead, Joel.
So just to go over the vacancy report. So the 23 savings date as of May 14th is 3,000,000.
No. We're gonna, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We're gonna have discussion on it. Go ahead, sorry.
That's okay. So the 23 savings date as of the May 14th day that this report was run is $3,820,815. And also, we started keeping track of, I believe it was last year when the vacancy review was suspended. And just to give you a little statistical information, so that's like attached to all of the reports. So there's 272 positions on there that, you know, have been vacated since the vacancy review was suspended, and 163 of those were filled, and there's currently 109 of those positions. 44 of those became vacant twice, and only 13 of them remain unfilled. So it's interesting to see the turnover twice at 44 of those positions. So just a little info there.
Okay. And is that it? Yeah. See. Right, nothing for administration? Okay, and treasurer?
Yeah, actually, I handed out the sales tax as well as, reserve analysis. I just want to point out a couple things with sales tax. We're down below $1 million for the year over year, positive. The last four of the last five have been negative. So we've not beat last year's amount, which is a little bit worrisome. But I actually attached the accrual method. That's where the state wants us to report it for this year, and it doesn't allow, it doesn't account for the January, February payments that were for last year. And we're down $320,000, and that's the first time in quite a while that we're actually down. Now there's a lot of moving parts, so we'll watch this. It's obviously the spending is definitely slowed down by obviously the constituents. So just be aware. I'm not ready to hit the panic button, but my hand's getting closer. I don't know if I've seen it this bad or this low. I don't think I have it this low. Usually we're still over budget. We'll probably finish over budget, but we can't rely on hoping that at the end of the year when you want to get a certain tax rate, generic tax rate, you're going to be able to pull from this. You just got to be aware of that. That's all. And the reserves are the reserves. Auction's still on for tomorrow, the completion. Starts around 10 and the finish takes a couple hours, the auction foreclosure process. So what we're going to do is we're going to bank the money until the in-run procedure from the state comes out, and we'll figure out what we do from there. But the auction's still going, and then we'll go from there. So other than that, I don't think there's nothing other than I know the county administrator is going around to all departments and talk about next year's budget. And I have to stress, and I did see in his memo to all the department heads that he's going to be reviewing the expenses and revenues. And I do want to, I really want to stress that some people may not think revenues are important to be posted properly, but I have to say that there's some receipts in excess of $20 million that are not posted yet. So hopefully he'll get to understand the reasons for that. And we're halfway in the year. You can't, it's going to be a mess towards the end of the year. Try to figure out last time something like this happened, I believe there was a $2 million shortfall. So anyways, but that's it. That's all bad news, sorry.
Urgency. Do you have any news now?
I have good news.
All right.
Unlike Kevin. No, it's almost 2 months into our rebate program and it's going very well. So we're gonna start our next project, and that'll be fixed assets. We're gonna start putting a schedule together. We are going to visit every department and do an inventory because it was let go when purchasing went to Onondaga, so so we have to physically count. That's where we are right now. So we're gonna start doing that soon. We're putting it, working with the treasurer's department. We're putting something together and we'll be in contact with all the department heads and figure out when we can visit all the departments and start counting.
Is there anything, Holly, that they can prepare ahead of time, like for like the much larger departments?
Yeah, we're gonna run reports and we'll bring reports and we've got some quotes. Bob, just when we were out at the conference for Munis, we saw some stuff and so we're getting quotes on equipment, which will make our counting easier going forward, not this time, but we'll be able to put it right into the system and it'll make it going forward easier. But we just have to break down and do it.
I have a question. Are you all set?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for Sean. I'm just wondering how your vacancies are going and how your CDL courses are going.
Vacancies, we're almost, I think I got like 3 right now, but I'm getting a lot of applicants right now with CDLs, so.
With CDL?
With CDLs, so I'm taking
That's a
people
good
with
thing.
CDLs that without, if they're meet the qualifications otherwise, but it's getting closer. Like I said, 2 to 3 I think I'm down right now.
And Mike?
I'm down 2 at solid waste and 1 at Bureau currently. And
So better, we're doing better. We're getting better. Good. Now, I just have one other question, which, if you interview someone and they're not qualified or it's somebody that either one of you did not want, can you
Revert
offer
to-
them to the other?
We've talked over the phone. He goes, I interviewed him, blah, blah, blah. If he says if he don't want him, then he calls me and I can probably interview him.
Yes.
Okay.
We work back and forth with each
That's
other.
good. That's good to know. I was curious.
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyone have anything? Can I get a motion to adjourn? And a second? All right.